What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chrissy Chaos podcast from London. We're coming to you live today from, listen to this place. It's called Vauxhall Podcast Studio at Vauxhall Comedy Club, but they spell it V-A-U-X, okay? So I don't know what the fuck English is, because in American English, it would just be V-O-X, baby, and there'd be a gun on the logo. But this is just lovely Vauxhall, and the guy who brought us in, his name's Mooch. So I guess he got out of prison and opened up a club. It's one of the best clubs in London. So if you're in London, come to this comedy club, and you might see one of England's finest comics, one of the world's finest comics, I might say, a man by the name of Nigel. Or he's so sexy. After literally him walking in and the way his jacket looked today, the way his set was last night, just his suave, I'm going to call him Nigel, a.k.a. Uncle Roger, folks. Clap it up.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, how you doing?
Good, man, good. Thanks for having me yesterday.
Buddy, first of all, I want to know, and the fellas want to know, listen to this podcast, what's your diet plan? Because you got a fit body.
What's my diet plan?
Yes. Is it just being Asian?
Not British food, man.
Yeah.
I think being Asian helps.
Seriously.
You know, we get abs pretty easy.
You don't see fat Asians.
Yeah, it's very rare.
And if you see fat Asians, they want to nuke people. Shout out Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un, piece of shit?
I don't know. I think that he...
Or misunderstood.
Misunderstood. I think people are complex.
Yes.
You know, you can't just judge him from what he says and does.
Dude, so wait, so are you from England? Where the hell are you
Malaysia,
from?
Malaysia.
Oh, Malaysia,
yeah.
Good country. Now, Malaysia, when I think of Malaysia, I think of upper echelon, high profile, real wealthy Asians, right? Is that Malaysia?
I think you're thinking of Singapore.
That's what I was thinking of. I'm thinking, I thought you were Ronnie Chang. Okay, sorry about that. Ronnie Chang, Singapore. You're right, that's what I was thinking, Singapore. But is Malaysia a lower than...
Yeah, we're a little poorer than Singapore. We still do okay, though.
Of course.
Still do okay.
You guys got ladyboys?
No, unfortunately.
Thailand is the only one with ladyboys, huh?
Yeah. It's so cool. I wish we had them, you know?
Now, let me ask you a question. In ladyboys, is it gay?
I don't know how it works. I think it's like a third gender kind of thing. When I talked to them briefly when I was touring Bangkok, you know,
right?
And
what
I was
name?
Going through the.
Is there a better name for a city in the world than Bangkok?
No, they know.
Why is that not the capital of the planet?
I don't know.
Bangkok.
I don't know. It's where people go. You know, in Britain, a lot of people get older and they're still single. So instead of turning into incels and shooting up schools, they go to Bangkok. It's the place. I love that place, man. They stop so many school shootings.
Right.
Bangkok. You can get a wife.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why Andrew Tate's not telling people to go to Bangkok if you can't get laid.
Well, see, I think about that all the time. Every time I see a school shooter, because I'm like, first of all, at least in America, you have these school shootings left and right. Yes. And I'm like, but then the teachers are also getting in trouble having sex with the students. I'm like, why? The teachers are picking the wrong students. Why don't you jerk off this kid that just, he just gets rejected all the time. Jerk him off. You'll save some lives. And I do think you just came up with a great idea for these incel, because let's be honest, these incel white kids that shoot up the schools, what do most weird, creepy white guys like? Asian women's feet.
Yes.
So let's get pics of Asian women's feet to these kids' laptops. Let's get them actually live Asian women or ladyboys, whatever. And that's how we can come together. The Asian community can help the white community and we can coexist. And
I agree. But people don't like that. They're like, oh, these women are so powerless and poor. It's a power dynamic. You know, people use that term, the power dynamic, you know.
How bullshit is that?
I know. I think these incels can give these Thai women a better life. Bring them over here.
Yeah.
Prevent some kids from being shot to death.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. Living in England, how do you feel? Is it racist? People say it's racist. No, right?
Not really.
I didn't think so.
Every now and then you get a racist incident, but that's everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. People they cherry pick. I feel like England, so far, I felt been here for a few days and I feel good. I feel at home I feel like this is still the head of the empire. I still look at England as our ruler. I feel I'm the head of the empire, and it feels good here. It's regal. I think, and everybody sounds very smart to us. Like Mooch, his name is Mooch, and I'm like, this guy is an Ivy League graduate, but his name is literally Mooch. But he's like, oh, hello. And I was like, whoa, all right, smarty pants.
Yeah, you live here a while, you realize that's not true at all. There are a lot of dumb people here. The dumb people with a British accent, they exist, you know.
Right.
Don't get seduced by it.
So wait, so did you ever at any time spend time in America?
Yeah. I went to university. I went to Northwestern.
If you want to see me on the road, I have got a brand new hour of stand-up material, brand spanking new, all different material from what you've seen on Netflix, especially Weshy. We have December 15th in Charlotte, December 16th in Asheville, December 17th in Charleston, and December 31st in Huntington, New York at the Paramount. All TicketWikis, ChristyComedy.com. Almost everything is sold out. Besides New Year's Eve, we got a couple of tickets left, but go get the tickets, ChristyComedy.com. Yas.
Did you care about the Queen of England dying? Did that make you upset?
Not really. I'm not from here.
Right.
People are queuing for like 48 hours to see a dead body.
Can't do it.
David Beckham was in the queue.
That's nice. So he just
that's
waited
how you
in
know
the
his
line.
career is not going anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Do you have time to queue for 2 days?
You could have get a No.
No, yeah.
I'm
You're
not waiting
busy.
in line. Okay, I am literally a diehard Whitney Houston fan. Like,
Okay.
I love Whitney Houston like you can't imagine. If they brought her back from the dead and she was going to do one more concert, I wouldn't wait in line for the tickets. I'd be like, if I can't get them in a sleazy, if Brian Moore can't get them in his sleazy back channel way, then I'm not going. I'm not waiting in the line. I just can't. And I just don't want to do it. I'm too anxious. It's not even like think who I am. I'm just too anxious to wait in the fucking line. I just want to get in, see the thing, get out, go home, hide. You know, like that's how I think, at least comics, that's how my mind is. I'm just like, I don't deserve anything. I want to run outside, do my thing, and then run back home.
Yeah, that's me too.
Is it?
And I mean, in Malaysia, Britain and us, we have a history. So we view it as a little, you know.
Right.
We're not biggest fans of the empire, I guess.
You know why? What'd they do to you?
They took our
Let's
shit.
talk about this.
Yeah. So they.
This is a safe space to talk about the English Empire.
It's fine. As far as empires go, they are the least worst one to be colonized by.
Who do you not want to be colonized by?
Japan, man.
Japan.
Japan.
You know what?
The Germany of Asia. You know?
Hey, there we go. Somebody said it. Japanese on this podcast. Let's shit on the Japanese for a few minutes, can we?
Yes,
because
of
white
course.
people get a horrible rap for for stuff, and we get crushed in history. But let me just educate. I mean, I know some of the listeners listen, but just read a little book by the name of The Rape of Nanking, and you tell me who's worse. The whites or the Japanese of the 1930s? I mean, we were not bayoneting fucking babies.
Oh, we do that shit.
Yeah, the Asians, they love to. They would take a little baby and they would bayonet it just because you were from another country. The Japanese they were at that time. I think the New Age Japanese, fucking great. Love the New Age Japanese. Hello Kitty, fucking classic. I love it.
They're still weird out there, man. I was just there touring. And you see some bizarre shit. Hostess bars.
What is a hostess bar?
So you just go and beautiful women talk to you. You pay them. You don't even get to fuck them. They don't strip for you.
Right.
It's not like a strip club. Strip club I understand, but hostess bars are just lonely businessmen. I think 40% of Japanese men aged 30 are virgins.
Really?
Yeah, their society is fucked. They don't get laid. They don't want to have sex. You know?
Why not?
I don't know, man.
I heard that Japanese has a high suicide rate because what they do is they identify with their career in life. So in other words, when they retire, because their whole identity has become whatever job they had, when they retire, they don't feel like they're even a human being anymore and they kill themselves. That's what I heard. Is that true?
I think to some extent. I don't know. I'm not the representative of Japan. I did get to interview a Japanese porn star I watched growing up when I was there.
What was he like?
She. Hey.
That's it.
She was great.
She was good?
It's very weird to
What's her
talk
name?
to Maria Ozawa.
Can we pull her up? Is it possible to pull her? Let's pull it up.
She's great.
James Mattern, who is with me on the whole tour, is in the background. He'll be coming on the Patreon episode. James Mattern just heard that a Japanese porn star was being pulled up, and he's slowly getting his Vaseline out of his book bag.
Got to do your research, right?
Dude, you know what's so funny, too, about the Queen of England's funeral was that, first of all, R.I.P. R.I.P. But I think I heard that the president of South Korea didn't go to the funeral because he said he got stuck in traffic, which is such a hilarious fucking lie. He's like, literally, you're the president of South Korea. He's like, I couldn't get in. I was stuck in traffic. It's like, no.
Where? In Korea?
Yeah. Where? Can we pull her up on this screen or it won't work? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's some other pictures, though.
Yeah,
Come on.
let's show the other
which
pictures.
Why not? We'll throw them up there. Will we get flagged?
Yeah.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, you might have to.
All right, so I'll tell Pimp, put the edibles down for a second and edit the come out of the pussy of this Japanese porn star's asshole. But this one is good in a flannel shirt. Yeah. Can I tell you something right now?
Yeah.
That girl, she almost looks like Jessica Biel, but Asian, or Jessica Alba. I'm sorry, but Asian. She looks like a Japanese Jessica Alba. And this woman, looking at her, she's so beautiful that I genuinely, because this is what happens now. The most beautiful women, 99% of them have penises because they've been able, with medical science, to just doctor themselves to look like the perfect specimen of what a man wants. And most of these women have penises. And I got to be honest, if I was unbuttoning her shirt and I got some cock and balls, I think I'd be in too deep and I'd go for it anyway. I'd at least tickle her nuts.
I'll do the same.
Right?
Well, we've seen her. I've seen her
confirm
pixelated vagina.
She doesn't.
Mooch, let me tell you something. The surgeries they might have taken skin from her calf and made that. Let's check her calves. If her calves have skin grafts, we know that she fucking made a pussy.
We got some calves over here.
Oh, wow.
Well, I've never done one with a ladyboy, but, like you said, you bring someone back and then you find out they have a penis. You're in too deep. You got to just follow through. It'll be a good story.
That is a classy shot. She seems...
Because you don't really normally get turned on by bush, but I like this bush.
Oh, in Japanese porn, everybody has a bush. That's the aesthetic.
James is listening. James loves bush.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Wow. So we got to go to Japan, buddy. Would American comedy be received if we went to a club in Tokyo?
Yeah, you'll tour to your fans anyway.
Right. Yeah.
I tour to my fans. Japanese people will not, even with me, they don't watch my videos. They only watch their own Japanese shit.
What country would you say you're the biggest in?
Malaysia.
Well, Malaysia, will you go do like 5,000 seaters? Like how many seats are we talking in Malaysia?
We only did one show there, 3,000. We sold it out, but
that's a big one.
We could sell more.
See, and that's the move. Leave them wanting more.
Yeah,
I like your style there.
Exactly.
Where you said just do one show. Louis C.K. once said, I heard him say, the best review of a Louis C.K. show is I couldn't get in. That's what you want. Say I couldn't, and because it builds up this thing. So that's smart. And next time you go to Malaysia, we're coming with. And we're bringing Maria. What's her name? Maria Osaka?
Maria Ozawa.
Oh, yummy. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think in Japan, a Japanese porn star's father honor kills himself immediately? Does he just get on his knees in full samurai?
I think so. That would be the only good way to go. You see your daughter, because sucking 8 cocks.
It's hard to be an Asian child, right? You got a lot of pressure on you.
Not everyone, man. I'm a comic. My mom's happy.
Your mom's happy?
Yeah.
What about your dad?
My dad's fine. My dad's fine with it. We're very chill. Malaysia, more chill. In America, you get a biased view of Asians because the people who make it there are like the hardworking, intense tiger mom Asians.
Right.
Who make it there, right? The Koreans, they want their kids to be doctors. By Malaysia, we're just like normal people.
Regular.
Right?
So they
don't care.
Right. Can you be gay in Malaysia?
Ooh.
Can you be Magasia?
I don't think so. Not officially.
Not allowed.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing sometimes when I come to other countries where, if you watch the news, America gets shit on a lot all day, right? I get it. But it's like we are a country where whatever you want to be is just acceptable. Literally, whatever the fuck you want to do, nobody cares. But then you'll have like some people in America be like, it's the worst time to be alive in America. It's right now. It's like, go to fucking Malaysia and they'll behead you for sucking cock.
You get this problem in America because of you have freedom of speech,
Yes.
So an authoritarian state, there's no like wokeism in China.
Not happening.
Yeah, there's no liberals and there's no like left and right debate in China because there's just
you can't talk.
Channel. Yeah, even in Malaysia.
Here's a question I wanted to ask you. Do they have peanut allergies in China?
No.
No, right?
I don't think so. We killed them off.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's no peanut allergies in China at all. And I'm thinking either they just kill the ones with the peanut allergies or they're the ones that created it. That was their first COVID. That was the first COVID test was fucking sprinkling peanuts into society.
It worked.
Dude, Asia's number one. I think aliens come to this planet. I think if aliens came to this planet tomorrow and we're going to take over, the representatives of the human race would probably be Asians. The aliens would say the Asians are the ones.
Superior race. Yeah.
I think you are. I think you're the new whites.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Word of advice. It's not fun.
You.
It's not fun being on top. Because this Uncle Roger thing, Brian Morton turned me on to it. I mean, fucking great. The food, it's just hilarious.
Thanks, man. So it's a super niche. I thought it was a super niche thing, just bitching about Asian food, but turns out there's a lot of Asian people out there, you know?
Well, that, and the thing is, going niche, at least in entertainment, is the way to go. I think it's the way to go in life. Anything, everything is niche now because there's too many options for people. So you zeroed in on a fan base, and you chose them, and look at how well you're doing. Where others that are trying to go a more historic route, like a television or Kevin Hart route, that doesn't exist anymore. This whole thing, getting the masses of fans, no, it's like Tom Segura, right? Who's I think the comic I look up to the most, zeroed in on his fans. I mean, he's selling out arenas now in the United States, 100% to his fans of Your Mom House. Very little television. He had, of course, his Netflix specials, but not like a guy who's doing commercials or in movies left and right, but a guy who I would assume is making $30, $40, $50 million a year just to his fans and podcasting. And you can't take his career, there's nothing to take because his career is upheld by his fans, which feels like that's what you have. I feel like you're the Asian Tom Segura, and you're both jerking off to the same Japanese porn stars. I can tell you that.
Be great. I would love to talk to him about that. I think, that's the future, isn't it? You have to play to your fans, and if you have a fan base, then your career becomes more solid, you know?
Yes.
I was looking at an article about boy bands from the 90s and the 2000s, where they are now, and it's shit because you don't really have a fan base. You have a record label who puts your stuff out to people, and then once a record label doesn't want you anymore, you're fucked.
You're fucked, right? There's also this whole. I just actually heard Dane Cook speaking about this on Bert Kreischer's podcast about a lot of comics are going through Moment House, the new website.
Yes.
Andrew Schultz did it, put a comedy special on there where you have the fans will pay for it. You make a lot of money.
I would say this though, he made his fans pay it and then he put it on YouTube first. I think his fans are okay with it.
Right.
I don't think my fans will be as okay with it. My fans, a lot of them are from Asia. Low income level is a bit lower. They'll be very pissed off if I put up on Moment House and then put it on YouTube for free.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I think like you said, Andrew's fans are okay with. So I think you have to know your fan base. What are your fans gonna like and dislike? So you know what they would like. He knows what his would like. So I think that's also part of the key is know. And the thing is, agents, managers, they don't know your fans like you do. It's almost like we're like a family. So I think what's happening is a little bit more like this idea of gatekeepers. I think it's not entertainment either. I think it's entertainment, but even broader than that is there's less and less gatekeepers wherever you go. It's like there's enough human beings in this world to be like, we don't need gatekeepers for anything. I can find people that like my stuff. They can pay me. And they gladly pay me because I'm helping them, and then we all move forward together.
Yeah. I think that is the way, man. Agents, you work with an agent, right? You have agents.
I have an agent. I have a manager. Yeah, I'm talking shit I'm this new school rebel. Meanwhile, I'm the most corporate motherfucker. This podcast sponsored by Pepsi. I can't say anything. I'm in a this whole thing will be edited down to just be like, I love Asians.
Yes,
and then it's just on his face, Pepsi.
Japanese porn.
Yeah.
I think agents are good for if I ever get sued, they know lawyers.
Yes.
Oh man, have you been sued before? I've been sued, and I'm trying to sue someone right now.
Good.
It's just they don't tell you this about getting a little bit of success.
Yes. You'll get
lawyers
sued.
Start coming. Yeah, you get sued. And you have to sue some people. I do this stuff in the food world, right? And sometimes people use my name and likeness to open up, say, a restaurant or start their own cookware line, and I'm going to, okay.
You got to get sued for that.
What do you expect is going to happen, dude?
Yeah,
I have to come after you.
I have to. Do you have your own cookware restaurants?
No, we're in the future, maybe.
In Malaysia?
Maybe we'll start there. Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
What about, I think it would work in the U.S. I think it would work in the fucking U.S.
I'll try, man. I'm going to move there next year. Most likely LA.
Where are you gonna move?
LA. Yeah. I like space, man. New York. I can't. New York's too much. It's too.
It's New York.
Too aggressive. Everybody's like James out there.
Yeah. New York,
aggressive.
New York. The way I describe New York is from being a couple days. New York is exactly like London, except everybody has guns. That's the difference. We're all armed to the teeth, as you would say.
All right, this episode brought to you by Ridge Wallet. You know I talk about the Ridge Wallet every week. I love the Ridge Wallet. It holds up to 12 cards plus room for cash. There's over 30 colors. and styles, including the Hennessy Performance, the carbon fiber, and burnt titanium. The wallet has over 50,000 five-star reviews. It's got durable material, which means each wallet comes with a lifetime warranty. The Ridge team is so confident that you're going to like it that they'll let you test drive one for 45 days. And it's made with that RFID blocking technology that protects you from digital pickpocketers. That is huge. That's why I love the Ridge wallet. Right now, you get a sweet discount. Go to ridge.com/chaos and use the code chaos. That's ridge.com/chaos, coupon code chaos. I love the Ridge wallet. Did you know your internet service provider knows literally everything you do online? It's true. You might as well be handing your laptop to a stranger and opening up about your browser history. That's why having a VPN is an absolute must-have every time you go online. I want to tell you about one of the best VPNs out there and easily one of the most affordable ones I've seen. PIA. PIA stands for Private Internet Access, and they take privacy seriously. Not only does PIA hide your IP address, it encrypts your entire connection. You get your own dedicated IP address for 100% anonymity. It's available for all platforms across all your devices, and just one membership can protect up to 10 of your devices at the same damn time. PIA has over 30 million downloads. See for yourself how it makes browsing so much better. Right now, if you go to piavpn.com/chaos, you get a whopping 82% off your VPN service. Do you understand that? Plus 4 free months with a 2-year plan. It comes out to around $2 a month. You cannot beat that. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's piavpn.com/chaos for 82% off private internet access. piavpn.com/chaos. I love this. I use it at home. It's awesome, and it keeps me safe.
The thing, here's the thing. And James and I, been walking around London having a good time. The thing is, right? And I feel safer here, of course, because no guns. But the thing is, when in America, in New York, when the police, when everybody has guns, you're just a little bit less likely to pop off. Like I noticed late last night, you got these British guys drunk, looking at people ready to fight because you feel like, well, what am I going to... I can take a fist. I can even take a knife. In America, you'd be a little bit like, you can do that, but you might get shot and killed.
I like that. Over here, no guns, free healthcare. People don't give a shit.
No.
They'll start punching other people, fighting outside pubs.
I know. I talked about it on stage last night, the Bloomsbury Theatre. But I saw protests. We saw protests in Trafalgar Square. I was just walking around being in Trafalgar, and they glued themselves. The protesters glued themselves to the floor. They glued themselves to the road that stopped traffic in 3 directions. They literally stopped traffic in 3 directions in one of the busiest parts of London, glued to the fucking floor. And I was like, that would never happen in New York because a cop would pull a gun out and be like, if you don't move, you're going to get fucking killed. Or not even a cop, a private citizen or taxi cab driver would come out with a baseball bat and be like, I make $10 a year. If I don't get this person to the fucking airport in time, I'm going to lose my family and I'm going to have to kill myself because my daughter will get into Japanese porn. And they would hit them with a baseball bat until they moved. But here, the cops were just talking to them. The people were like, oh, wouldn't you move? Yeah. Wouldn't you you should move.
Some of the cops use horses here.
Yeah.
Have you seen them on horses?
Yeah, why didn't the horse trample one of these fucking protesters glued to the street?
We need guns, or we need something like the CCP,
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
The Chrissy Chaos podcast. That's what he meant.
Yes. Yes.
Dude, should we go
Is this a pro-China podcast? Because I only do those.
Are you kidding me? Pro fucking
yes.
Pro-China. This podcast, this is sponsored by the COVID-19 vaccine.
This is sponsored by the bat that stopped the world.
Shout out that bat.
The Wuhan bat.
What a lie that all was. I mean, yeah, dude, I feel like,
Oh, I like that about America, though.
What?
You guys just go extreme. Guns.
Yeah.
People don't like... I like it. It's like America is like this version, you go big or go home.
That's what it is.
Right? In Britain, they don't go big. The work ethic here sucks balls, man.
Right.
Trying to... I don't know if you experienced this, but I recently had to... the work ethic here. Like, you had to cut your show short because it just won't work past 10:30.
Yeah. I had to start paying money, they said. I had to pay a fine if I went longer. Where in America, they want you to go longer because they want the people to keep drinking.
Yeah, exactly. It's so socialist and, People don't want to work here. I had to alter some trousers. You know, I went into a dry cleaner and say, oh, same day alteration. I went in there. Turns out a tailor only comes in Tuesday to Thursday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Oh my God.
That's the first dry cleaner. Second dry cleaner I went into, I said, can I alter my trousers? They said, yes. And I said, okay, can I try them on? And they said, oh, we don't have that service here.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, what?
You need to try on your pants.
Yeah. You don't have a curtain that you can put on so I can just change? Or a bathroom, I'll use your bathroom. I'll use your fucking bathroom. I'll change in there.
Yeah.
He said, no, we just don't do that here. And I said, okay, so what do I do? He said, you want to go home, try them on yourself, and fold them to the length you want, and then bring the trousers back folded, and then we will alter them.
Yeah, you're like, listen, buddy, I need these trousers to fit because I'm gluing my ass to the street in 5 minutes to protest climate change. So, but these were Korean dry cleaners saying this to you?
No, white British dry cleaners.
See, that's the thing. In America, as you know, it's Korean dry cleaners.
They would upsell.
They're open 8 days a fucking week.
Yeah.
They would. You could have tried everybody's clothes on in the store. Try them all on. The Korean. See, I will say, the Asian work ethic. I personally think I think Asians are. I think they work harder than even Mexicans in America. People always say in America, oh, the Mexicans work the hardest. Mexicans work very hard. I don't think anybody holds a candle to the Asians. I mean, that's the issue. So you're saying it's a communist socialist thing, which might be true, but it's also if there was a Korean-run dry cleaner, which it would be in the United States, you would not have these problems. You got to find Koreans to open up dry cleaners here.
There are not enough Koreans here.
There's no Koreans here?
There are a few here and there, not enough to make a difference, I think. I think in Asia, there's not enough of a social safety net. Inequality is bad there, right? So if you don't work, you starve. And I like that attitude. That's why I like America. Inequality's pretty bad there as well compared to here.
It is,
compared to the UK. So people have the drive to hustle.
Right.
You know, if you don't hustle, you starve.
Yeah. It's interesting, too, because when I look at the picture, like, when going around, I went around a couple of museums, Tower of London, you look and all the old, kings are just fat fucks. Like King Henry, like just a fat piece of shit. And now, like, you look at the kings and they're all like on keto, they're all doing CrossFit, and the poor look like King Henry. The poor are dying of gout, so it's like this. That's a thing I think in society where it's like when that flips, things aren't going. When the poor are fat and obese because you're feeding them disgusting food for a cheap price, and the rich are physically fit. There's like this imbalance there that I think is slowly getting worse and worse and worse, and we don't know how bad the problem is. And one day it's just going to. Because here's the thing: in the French Revolution, right? Marie Antoinette got her fucking head cut off. That part of French society, they were as progressive as us. They thought this could never happen to them, but then it just happens when this gap keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, do you think the royals are going to be beheaded, and when?
What a question. Friday morning. I don't know. King Charles feels very, very protected now,
Yeah, Prince Andrew's my guy, though.
Yeah, he is the best, isn't he?
It's Prince Andrew.
Everybody loves kids. Come on. When you have that much money, he is Britain's what's your pedophile? Epstein. Epstein. Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I heard. Yeah, Prince Andrew's opening up hostess bars in Japan all day, every day.
With 14-year-old girls.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Now, Prince Andrew, if you see Prince Andrew on the street out in public, is he hated here?
I don't even know what he looks like.
No?
Right? Do people know what he looks like? I don't know. I'll be like, keep doing what you're doing, man.
But are the royals liked here or not? It's very confusing for us. I don't know if people like them or don't like them. I had on stage last night I was saying, what do you want me to do? Am I supposed to be happy or sad that the Queen died? Tell me. And the crowd just was all mixed.
I think younger people are indifferent. They're just like, oh, it's just a thing. I think the older generation really respect and revere them.
Really?
Like on my street, it's full of it's a lot of older people who live in my neighborhood, right? And they threw a party for the Queen's Jubilee.
Okay.
So they threw a little picnic outside and everything. I'm like, oh, what's the Queen's Jubilee? I don't even know that's happening,
Yeah.
I think it's like, the Queen, 75 years on a throne or something?
Okay.
Yeah, so they threw a party. They love it. They love the Queen.
Well, I feel like it's going to be like the Queen was, 75 plus years on the throne, and then King Charles is going to be like 5 years and he's fucking dead.
Yeah, and that's another holiday for British people. And the number of holidays people get here, man. You hit reply all to an email here in Britain, and the autoresponders come back. You can tell who's on holiday.
Yeah, always.
Oh my God, the autoresponders, man, they drive me crazy. Have you had any of those when you're organizing this tour?
Oh yeah, like when they just auto respond, be like, "Oh, I'm so and so's out of the office
until July 6th."
Yeah. It's like, I'm on holiday January 6th.
Yeah.
We're taking another run at the Capitol, baby. You want to come with me to the next run at the Capitol? It'd be great to have an Asian.
We need some diversity in there. You know, I want to wear a funky hat too.
Plus, I feel like
that Jamiroquai hat.
You got a good wall scaling body.
Wall scaling. This body is just for show, man. I'm not strong at all.
Are you not? Because you look like you know what you look like? You look like one of those hot trendy chefs. Like I'm going to see on Iron Chef. Like this is, I say Maitsusaka fucking comes out there with some bullshit sushi shit, but you look fucking fit. But you're not, but you're actually a piece of shit inside.
No, it just looks nice. It's all show muscle.
You smoke cigarettes?
Not really.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like you look like a guy, you like to smoke cigarettes, drink. Do you drink a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Much, man.
But it's good. You got great genetics, man. You keep it fit.
Thank you.
Married?
Thank you.
Single?
Used to be married.
Divorced?
Yeah.
You almost never meet a divorced Asian.
Really?
Holy
shit. We stick together.
Yeah, you stick it out until one
and then
you
our
commit
kids
suicide.
go to therapy.
Yes.
That's why our kids go to therapy, because the parents are hating each other and they don't want to get divorced.
Wow, a divorce.
Yeah, I married a white woman, so it was her idea.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Her idea. Yeah, and that was her father being like, this was before Uncle Roger. Her father was like, you picked an Asian. I thought he had money. He doesn't have money. And then she divorced you, but you played it out because now you got the fucking money, but she's not going to get any. She's not going to get any of that Uncle Roger money.
She didn't take any of my shit. I mean, we finalized the divorce after Uncle Roger blew up. And she was like,
she did?
Yeah. She was like, what's yours is yours. What's mine is mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did that make you second guess the divorce? Were you like, maybe this was the right one?
Nah.
You knew it was over.
No, it was over.
How did you know?
We just stopped talking and stopped, just getting fights all the time.
Well, she had another boyfriend. That's how I knew. She would started bringing him to my shows.
Caught them fucking someone else.
Yeah. No, but it is very difficult, especially a comic at your level, traveling not just the country, the entire world, to stay in a relationship. It's just, and it's not even about being faithful or not. It's just time away, seeing different things, learning different things, and then you're coming back to someone who's not experiencing what you're experiencing, and you just grow apart. It happens.
Yeah, I know. Now it's I go on Raya, and it's just a shithole on there, man.
Dating, I'll tell you, Brian Morton, I've said this before, but Brian, our good friend Brian, has actually taken over all my social medias where I don't see. So now there's no way to get to me, because what I started feeling is everyone always talks about the negative comments that affect us as comics or entertainers, whatever, and that's true. But also the positive comments fuck you up too. It messes with your ego. I just felt very unbalanced as a person. And then I would notice after every show, I would look for feedback. Are people DMing me saying they like it? Are girls DMing me saying they want to hang out? Are guys DMing me saying they, where can I get merch, whatever? And now I just was like, this is too much, and it was actually ruining my relationship. It was causing so many problems. I was addicted to it, and I was like, Brian, can you do this? And just him taking it over, and now him getting all that is like, because he doesn't really care. He's like, I'm not, first of all, he's a sociopath. Second of all, he's just like, I'm not you. So if somebody says something negative or positive about Chris Distefano, Brian's like, it means nothing to me because I don't feel it. So for me not to be on that at all, and same thing with Raya, the dating apps, not getting off all that and just being like, how would I meet a woman old-fashioned way? How would I meet a fan old-fashioned way? It feels so much healthier.
What's the old-fashioned way?
Just in a bar, in a hostess club, you know what I mean? Like just in Soho,
the Ladyboy brothel.
She had tits and a dick, Dad. So what time is it? Okay, we're good. So I think that even relationships, whatever, go through divorce, it happens. But I think that even that in our society, it's like too many options. I feel like if you have too many variety of options, you get paralyzed and you can't pick one. Less is more.
I agree. It's just
merch, make it merch. I just coined that phrase. Less is more.
You're turning into like a housewife. It's like live, laugh, love next.
Yes. Oh, that's another one. Coin it. Make it merch.
No, I want to come out with an oven mitt, orange for Uncle Roger color, and call it and put the words "live, laugh, glove" on it. That's
I
funny.
like that too.
Yeah.
And orange will work in with my crowd, Trump.
Do you get a very
no.
Tim Dillon-esque?
No, actually, even Tim's stuff. See, the audiences are split down the middle. I think and Tim, because even when you listen to Tim's show or go to Tim's stand up, you really, when Tim walks off stage, you don't know actually where he is politically. You think you have an idea, but then after listening to him, you're like, I don't know. And I think same with me. Our brands are a bit different, but I think my fan, I get, Brian will tell me, I get messages quite often being like, wait, are you Republican or Democrat? Are you gay or straight? What the fuck is going on with you? And I'm like, I'm Chrissy Gray Zones. I'm teabagging that middle line. That's what. But I think as comics, that's what we have to do.
Yes.
I think once we choose a side,
You get preachy.
you get preachy, and you kind of get less funny, whether you're speaking all the way to the lunatics on the right or speaking all the way to the lunatics on the left, in the middle. And I think we have to. If we're going to be like the mouthpiece of society with comedy, then you can't choose, So what would you say your fans
Well,
are?
I am against race mixing on my podcast. If you listen to it. And I have good reasons for it.
Good, let's do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
why? Yeah, tell us about it.
If you're white,
Right?
or you're fully Asian,
Okay.
there's always a country you can go to belong. You are the default race, the majority. But if you're a mixed race, you're fucked. Where can you go to feel comfortable? I'm a minority here, but I go back to Malaysia, I'm like, I'm with my people, everybody looks the same, and when people look kind of the same as you, there's a little bit more trust in there. I think that's just human nature, you know?
Good point.
Right?
But the only counter argument is nature would say this, and I just learned this from a biological standpoint.
Yeah.
Mixed races, the more opposite you go from what your heritage is to what you have the woman you have sex with heritage is, that baby's immune system is the healthiest the further apart their DNA is. Isn't that wild?
Yes, that's true, but you'll probably need therapy. So mental health or physical health, you choose.
Right, that's
Right?
the mental health. You know
And then
what?
they come out with the dumb shit. I've seen so many mixed race people say, "Oh, I just don't fit it anywhere," or they say, or they get really self-helpy and be like, "Well, if you don't fit in anywhere, I can fit in anywhere." That kind of dumb cliche shit. It fucks with their heads,
Fucks with their head. See, I have children with a Latina woman, Puerto Rican
okay,
kids.
they're fucked.
No. Listen, no. Their mom is fucked because she's full of tinny. She's got a tattoo on her tit. She can't get out of it. My children, though, my children are what I call chameleons because they look. Both of my daughters, tan skin, blonde hair, blue eyes. So you don't know they actually can fit into being 100% white or 100% Hispanic. You don't know.
Okay.
So I tell them how we're going to play this is on job interviews, we're going to be white.
Yes.
On college interviews, we're going to be Hispanic diversity. So you're going to mix and match, and this is how we're going to get ahead. And so far, it's working. My daughter got into one of the top private schools in New York City because she's Hispanic. But really, she's coming home to dad, and we're talking about fucking being white.
It's the best. Well, blonde hair, blue-eyed, tan skin. That's your children.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And my mother's beautiful. I'm
Best
fucked.
of both worlds.
My kid's gonna.
You can go to Mykonos and just fit in.
Wherever the hell they want to go.
Right.
Let them go to Mykonos. Let them do. I'm literally all I'm trying to say. My kids. I just want them. I don't care what they want to do, what they want to become. I'm one of those dads. I'll just be supportive. I'll just be supportive of them, and I'll try as I get older. When I'm in, like when her friends, when her and her friends are in their 20s, I'll try to not be that creepy dad that breathes too loud and is clearly looking at my daughter's friends' butts. I'm just going to try to be that dad.
No, I think you're going to be the dad who dates your daughter's friends.
Yeah, it's probably going to be
once
me.
you get a divorce.
Yeah.
And
See,
why not? Why not?
See, here's the thing with my girl and I now. We, at points in our relationship, it was hot, high, it was low. James knows all about this high, low, something like, I can't do this anymore. Sometimes I'm like, let's get married. What's happened, though, with removing the social media and kind of removing my attention from my phone, I've focused on her and gotten to know just her. And it's been like we've had like the best few months of our 8-9 year relationship in just these past few months because we're just like, I'm not distracted. I'm like, okay, who is this person? And she's saying the same. Who am I? Because 99% of the time she was talking to me and I was distracted looking at the phone. So I was never really listening to her, and she was in her head silently, subconsciously being like, this guy's not listening to me. So we would cause problems. And another big thing, she got her boobs removed. She had fake boobs, and she got an exoplant, which is a big thing now. Women all over the world are starting to take out the fake boobs, the fake lips, the fake butts, because they're like, for the last 20 years, it's like big boobs, big butt, and they're starting to be like, it's not sexy anymore. It doesn't make the woman feel good at all. And and I had to pay $15,000 for my girl to get smaller tits. I'm a lucky guy. But first of all, her boobs this way look beautiful. Like they look better this way than when they were bigger because it's her natural state. Her everything changed about her body and her mind. Because she would tell me, like we would get into arguments about our relationship, and she'd be like, "I'm telling you, like these fucking boobs make me crazy. Like my body's rejecting this shit. I want them out." And I was like, "Just a little bit longer, baby." And then,
keep one of them in.
Yeah. We'll keep one tit. Yeah. And she finally got them out because I finally sold enough tickets to pay for it. And she is like literally like a different woman. Like truly. Watch, right? Don't you feel, James? She's like a different woman. She's real chill, baby. She's chill, baby. Watch this weekend. She kills me in London.
Is she here?
No, she's coming though tomorrow. So I gotta clean my fucking act up. Fuck. We can't. We were gonna go out and mooch tonight, but not if she. Mooch will get us. We'll see London in the back of an ambulance going around. Mooch.
I didn't know boob jobs did that to women.
Yes, it messes. Well, I mean, think about it. Like our bodies. You know, if we put foreign objects in our bodies, or your bodies, the human body is such a fine-tuned mechanism. It just rejects. It's just like, what is this? We didn't want this.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, so she took
That explains a lot in my dating history. The crazy ones tend to be. I dated someone who briefly, who did a lot of stuff to her face, her body, everything, her tits. Like she was addicted to it, you know. And she's one of the she cried after sex. She's a little bit fucked up in the head.
She cried after sex.
Yeah, and I did well, so it wasn't my fault. Okay.
Yeah, no, you got a big thick Malaysian cock. Clip it.
Thank you. I'll clip it. I'll share it on my Instagram.
Dude, there you go. So, and
she says like, oh, I love this cosmetic stuff. She loves the cosmetic stuff because she says, oh, I would just go to bed and then wake up prettier. That's right. Yeah, and it's kind of true, right? You could do the procedure, you just fall asleep, you wake up, the nose is nicer, the tits are nicer,
right?
And that's it. People get addicted to it, and I can see now why she's crazy. That explains a lot.
Well, because now, and this is again, I'm 38 now. You know, a dad. My brain has just changed a little bit because I will say I was 1,000% attracted to this type of look. But now my mindset, immediately, I think if you're, and again, everybody wants, has their own ways, but if you're a woman that's gotten plastic surgery, specifically just for, boobs, lips, like not, if you had a health issue, that's different, but you got plastic surgery to look better, to me, it's an immediate red flag because what I say is you're insecure. You're insecure about your body. You're insecure, and I want to get away from that.
Listen, to me, it's a green flag. To me, that means a woman has like disposable income.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh, she has money. That's good. So she won't want any of my money. Hopefully.
Unless a crazy ex-boyfriend is the one who paid for it, and then you have to deal with that.
So I need to see some history, some receipts.
Yes, you have to say your first question should be, did you pay for those? Who paid for those? Yeah. Right away. Or her lips, who paid for those?
Yeah, send me your bank statements.
Yes, prove it to me right now. I want to see the receipts. That's the way it is. But all right, Uncle Roger, we go. What are you doing now? What are you doing for the rest of the day? We were supposed to have lunch and you canceled.
Sorry, man. Yeah.
What happened? What, do you got a fucking cooking show? What the hell are you doing? You're like, I need to make content with this wok.
I'm throwing a party later at mine, so I gotta.
That we didn't get invited to.
I just invited you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before the podcast started.
What part of town?
It's North London. It's a little bit 20 minutes in an Uber.
20 minutes in Uber?
Yeah.
No, we take the tube.
You take the tube.
What line?
Northern line.
Let's go on.
I don't want to give away where I live.
No, but I'm saying, but the Northern line
just goes up.
All right, edit that part out.
Yeah. No, Northern line's fine. There's so many stops on there. Yeah, but I'm not gonna say the station.
We're taking the Northern line.
Yeah.
That's it, baby. Where can people find you?
Instagram, YouTube. Just search my name or search Uncle Roger.
So it's even Uncle Roger on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll come up.
I like
Mr. Nigel Ung. That's my handle.
I like Nigel. I like Ung. What a good name. And NG, it's spelled, right?
Yeah, it's very common.
Nigel Ung.
Southeast Asia.
Yeah. Nigel Ung.
Thank you. I've been Ronnie Chang.
Yeah, I know. No, seriously. This is Ronnie Chang. Do you know Ronnie?
We DM sometimes. I've seen his show before, but we haven't met in real life.
Yeah.
He's just so busy.
Here.
He's doing 1,000 things, isn't he?
Oh, my God. Dude, I think he's going to be the new host of The Daily Show.
I hope so, too. I DM'd him. Hope you get it, bro.
Yeah, Ronnie, you know what? This is this motherfucker. Yesterday, he texted me. He goes, out of nowhere, he goes, wait, here, where did Ronnie Chang say? He goes, hey, why did you lie to me? Someone said you sound more Long Island. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, oh, never mind. They said you're from Brooklyn. I was like, yeah. He goes, would you come play basketball indoors in Chinatown? I said, yes, I love Chinese.
Basketball. Ronnie plays basketball?
Yeah.
You would fucking murder him, no?
He said he plays. But see, now is
you're
he
so tall? You're like 6. Yeah, you're tall.
Well, is Ronnie the same thing as you? Is he a disguised Asian body where you said you look fit but you're not? Do you think Ronnie looks fit but he's not? Or you think Ronnie actually is fit?
I think he actually is fit. He does like Brazilian BJJ, right?
He does BJJ.
Yeah, so he can fight and grapple people.
Yeah,
I can't, man.
Yeah, Ronnie.
I got punched from I got punched on the street like 2 years ago from a COVID hate crime thing.
What?
And I couldn't even fight back. I just went like, oh, what the fuck are you doing, man? You know, that's pathetic.
What the fuck? Somebody hit you?
Yeah,
because of the COVID.
Stage.
Because of on stage?
Yeah, I mean, no. I talk about it on stage now. It's become a bit.
Jesus Christ! Why? Just because of that?
Randomly.
Because they thought you created COVID.
Yeah, and they're not wrong. I did bring it here in my suitcase.
No, you're like, hey, buddy, I'm from Malaysia. This isn't China.
Yeah. I'm trying to eat my bat here. Chill.
All right. Yeah. Well, Mooch apologizes to you for hitting you like that.
Yeah. It's okay.
All
Mooch.
right. So follow him on Instagram, Uncle Roger on YouTube, Nigel. Uncle Roger, thank you for coming, brother. You crushed last night. We'll stay in touch.
Thank you.
Okay.
Chris.